or even Forza Italia. I went to a lot of effort in that accent, but gentlemen, would you like to pick a ball? You could get anything, of course.
Well, I think one of my fullbacks, my left fullback, can deliver us a good category.
This one here?
Yep.
You've got it. It's category number 2. I think you're going to like this one, Walshy. You have got 10 questions, or 1 minute, on Super Spurs. Can I have 1 minute on the clock, please? Your 60 seconds start now. Which England striker moved from Charlton to Spurs in June of 2007?
Darren Bent.
Correct. Who is this?
Lee Yong-pyol.
Correct. Which country does Lee represent at international level?
South Korea.
Correct. Which former Leeds United and Real Madrid defender did Spurs sign in January of 2008?
Jonathan Woodgate.
Correct. Can you name the former Spurs player who is currently the assistant manager to Juan de Ramos?
Gus Poyet.
Correct. Have another look at your monitor. Tell me who this is.
Gary Mabbutt.
Correct. Mabbutt only played senior club football for 2 teams, Tottenham and which West Country club?
Bristol Rovers.
Correct. Which former England striker is Tottenham's all-time top goalscorer?
Jimmy Greaves.
Correct. Who was Tottenham's first non-British manager?
Ozzy Ardiles.
Correct. Which former Spurs defender and J-League manager of the year holds the record? I cannot complete the question. It was the most appearances for Tottenham, who I'm sure you would have known was Steve Perryman, but not a bad effort. 9 out of 10 for the Invisibles on Super Spurs. Right, let's have a look at the possible categories then for the White Devils. And you're going to love some of these. One category is off the upright. There's the Asian Cup, Leeds in the 1970s, record signings, or super skills. But which ball refers to which category?
Left-hand side, centre half, please. Centre half, Andrew.
Just teasing. You've chosen ball number 7, which refers to number 10s, all about some of the finest players ever to wear the number 10 shirt. 1 minute on the clock, please. Ready? Your 60 seconds start now. Which former Valencia and Lyon striker currently wears the number 10 shirt for Aston Villa?
John Carew.
Correct. Take a look at your monitor and tell me who this is.
Diego Maradona.
Correct. Which Italian club retired Maradona's famous number 10 shirt in 2001?
Napoli.
Correct. Which former Benfica number 10 was nicknamed the Black Pearl?
Eusebio.
Correct. Which French international currently wears the number 10 shirt for Arsenal?
William Gallas.
Correct. Have another look at your monitor. Tell me who this is.
Dennis Law.
Correct. Under which legendary Scottish manager did Law play at Huddersfield Town?
Jock Sting.
Wrong. The answer is Bill Shankly. Which former Arsenal striker described Dennis Bergkamp as the Messiah?
Pass.
The answer is Ian Wright. Argentine number 10, Ariel Ortega, has had 3 spells at which club?
River Plate.
Is the correct answer. And time is up. Good effort there from the White Devils on number 10s, and you've taken away 7 points. Time now for the second round of the draw as we return to the Invisibles. It's time to pick a ball.
Right, we'll go for the other fullback this time, then me right back. Cheers, Andrew.
Category number 3. You may not like this one quite so much, Walshy. From Super Spurs, we've gone to mainly Madrid. 10 testers on the clubs that play in Spain's capital city. 60 seconds, please, on the clock. Your minute starts now. What is the name of Atletico's home stadium?
Calderon Stadium.
I need the first name.
Vicente Calderon Stadium.
Correct. Who is this?
Diego Forlan.
Correct. Forlan joined Atletico from which Spanish club?
Villarreal.
Correct. What is the 3rd La Liga team based in Madrid called?
Oviedo.
Nope. Getafe. Which Italian player did Real Madrid loan to Sampdoria for the 2007-2008 season?
Pass.
The answer is Antonio Cassano. Who is this?
Bern Schuster.
Correct. How many of the 3 Madrid clubs has Schuster managed? 1. No, the answer is 2. Can you name the former Atletico president? Your time is up, unfortunately. I told you it might be a little bit harder for you. Mainly Madrid has yielded 4 points for the Invisibles. Let's get over now to the White Devils. It's your second chance to play the draw. Pick a ball.
Striker right down the bottom.
Let's see if this is productive for you. It's category 3. You have 1 minute or 10 questions on hoops and stripes. Players, managers, clubs who have played or managed in hoops or in stripes. 1 minute on the clock, please. Your 60-second start now. True or false? Sheffield United play in red and white striped shirts.
Red and white, sorry, that again?
Red and white striped shirts.
True.
Correct. Who is this?
Chris Waddle.
Correct. Chris Waddle is one of very few players to have worn the striped shirts of which 2 northeastern rivals?
Newcastle United.
Which 2 northeastern rivals?
And Sunderland.
Correct. Which German club who currently play in black and white stripes have Bertie Vogts, Lothar Matthäus, Stefan Effenberg and Oliver Bierhoff all played for?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Correct. Sheffield United's Ugo Ekiok began his professional career wearing the dark blue and white stripes of which English club?
West Bromwich Albion.
Correct. Have another look at your monitor and tell me who this is.
Rodney Marsh.
Correct. Apart from QPR, Rodney Marsh played for 2 other English clubs. Can you name either of them?
Man City and Fulham.
Correct. Which Glasgow team's home kit consists of shirts with red and yellow hoops with black sleeves? Time is up. The answer is Partick Thistle. And after hoops and stripes, tricky round, you managed 7 points. And that is the end of the draw. Let's have a look at how the performance of both teams has affected the overall scores. It's nip and tuck on Samsung Kickoff, but the White Devils keep their noses in front by 4 points. They have 21. The Invisibles have 17. Once again, it looks as though it's going to go right down to the wire on Samsung Kickoff. We're back after the break with Quickfire, but if you've ever dreamed of tackling John Terry, this is the opportunity for you to train like a pro. Ever dreamt of training with the Premier League's finest? Well, here's your chance to train like a pro with Chelsea. For details of how to enter Samsung's exclusive Train Like a Pro competition, log on to www.espnstar.com/kickoff. Welcome back to Samsung Kickoff, where 4 points are the difference between the White Devils and the Invisibles as we enter our round called Quickfire. 3 rounds of Quickfire to follow. It's 1 against 1. Fastest on the buzzer gets the advantage. A correct answer will be worth 1. An incorrect answer will be 1 away. 4 points at stake in the first round, 6 in the second, and a massive 10 points in round 3. I'm joined in the hot zone by the 2 captains who will be playing for 4 points. Fingers on buzzers, gentlemen. You both look very calm. Ice water coursing through their veins right now. 1 minute on the clock, please. Your minute starts now. Which football club plays at Villa Park? John.
Aston Villa.
Correct. Which team wore red currant coloured shirts to celebrate their last year? Yes, Paul.
Arsenal.
Correct. True or false? Bobby Charlton never won the FA Cup. John.
False.
Correct. Who is France's top goal scorer in international football? The answer is Thierry Henry. Which Midlands club are nicknamed the Sky Blues? Paul.
Coventry.
Correct. Which Spanish club did Sergio Ramos play for before joining Real Madrid? The answer is Sevilla. Which English club does Alexis Smirtin? Yes, Paul. The answer is Fulham. Too late. For which country has Smirtin won over 50 caps? The answer is Russia. What nationality is Tugay? Yes, Paul.
Turkish.
Correct. Leicester City, Liverpool, Birmingham City, Wigan Athletic. Which England striker's club career is this? Paul.
Emil Heskey.
Correct. What is Stuart Pearce's nickname? Yes, John.
Psycho.
Correct. Fernando Morientes has scored most of his career goals for which Spanish? Yes, Paul. No, the answer is Real Madrid. 1 away. And time is up at the end of the first round of Quickfire. It's a win for John and 4 points for his team. Let's have a look at how that affects the scores. So 8 points now the gap. The White Devils have 25, the Invisibles have 17. It's the second round of quickfire. 8 points the difference between the two teams, but there are still 16 points up for grabs, and 6 of them will be fought for right now. Anand, if you win this, your team has won. Tao, you need to win this round to stay in the game. Understood?
Yes.
Fingers on buzzers. 1 minute on the clock, please. And your 60-second start now. Who knocked England out of World Cup in 2002? Tao.
Brazil.
Correct. Which club does Ruben Baraja play for? The answer is Valencia. Which former England manager had a spell as coach at Middlesbrough in the 2000 to 2001? Anand?
Steve McLaren.
Wrong. The answer is Terry Venables. What nationality is goalkeeper Carlo Cudicini? Yes, Anand.
Italy.
Correct. Which Scotsman was captain when Liverpool won the European Cup in 1984? The answer is Graham Souness. With a combined total of £86.5 million, which Chelsea striker has commanded? Tao.
Shevchenko.
Wrong. The answer is Nikola Anelka. One away. Anelka won the Turkish league with which club in 2005? Tao.
Fenerbahce.
Correct. Swindon and which other championship club are nicknamed the Robins? The answer is Bristol City. What is the name of Bristol City's local rivals? Yes, Tao.
Bristol Rovers.
Correct. Which keeper played all 26 World Cup matches for England under Bobby Robson? Yes, Anna. No, time is up. I cannot accept your answer. And at the end of that round, it's 6 points for you, Tao. You've kept your team in it. Let's have a look at how that affects the overall scores. With one more round of quickfire to go, the White Devils have 25 points. The Invisibles just 2 points behind with 23. Once again, here on Samsung Kickoff, it all comes down to this. The final round of quickfire, 2 points the difference between the two teams, 10 points up for grabs. I've got P on my right, Arvind on my left. It's winner takes all, gentlemen, because should you lose this round, you will be out of the competition. You will not be qualifying as a best runner-up. Fingers on buzzers, wait for your name to be said. 60 seconds, please, on the clock. And those 60 seconds start right now. Which Liverpool defender made his 500th club appearance? Yes, P.
Jamie Carragher.
Correct. And who scored a hat-trick in that match? The answer is Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard, and which other player are the only Englishmen to have scored in both the FA Cup and European Cup finals? The answer is Teddy Sheringham. True or false? Matt Busby won the FA Cup playing for Manchester City. Arvin?
False.
Wrong. The answer is true. Which team famously won the league title without losing a match in the 1888 P?
Preston North.
Is the correct answer. The unbeaten Preston team had a specific nickname. What was it? It was the Invincibles. What is the name of Japan's premier domestic league? Yes, Arvin.
The J League.
Correct. What is Ipswich's full name? Arvin.
Tractor Boys.
Wrong. Ipswich Town. In which country would you find the Estadio de Luz? Yes, P.
Portugal.
Correct. Which Swedish manager turned down the Blackburn job to become boss of Lazio in 1997? Arvin.
Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Is the correct answer. Time is up. And the winner is P. You take all 10 points. Let's have a look at the final scores. Yet another unbelievable finish to Samsung Kickoff. It's the Invisibles who prevail by 33 points to 25. And unfortunately for the White Devils, their 25 points not good enough to get them on the qualifying board as one of the best runners-up. And that brings us to the close of another enthralling edition of Samsung Kickoff. Our commiserations to the White Devils. We bid them a fond farewell and thank them for taking part. Well done to the Invisibles. We'll be seeing you later in the series. And also well done to Paul Walsh, who ties the scores in the head-to-head between him and John Beresford. 4 episodes each. Just a quick reminder, it is of course fast and furious here in the studio, but you can play Samsung Kickoff by relaxing in front of your computer. Log on to our website, www.espnstar.com, and have fun. We will see you again soon. Until then, from all of us here, it's goodbye. Today's Samsung Kickoff, defending champions Catalonia Nation take on last year's runners-up, the Thai Reds. Our defending champions are Dharma, a 29-year-old Manchester United supporting dentist, and Prav, a 29-year-old doctor who loves Liverpool FC. They're up against the Thai Reds, who are Chet, a 24-year-old credit analyst, and Pai, a hard-hitting journalist from Bangkok. Malaysia up against Thailand in Samsung kickoff. It's the ultimate contest in the ultimate football quiz show. You're watching Samsung Kickoff right here on Star Sports, and it's the first of our second round encounters, and it pits the defending champions against last season's runners-up. To my right, the Catalonian nation. You are the defending champions, captained by Paul Macefield. It's always difficult, isn't it, to hold on to your crown, but can you do it this series?
I believe they can. I've had a chat with the boys before. They're very confident, and I've seen them in the first round. We're looking forward to this.
Last year's runners-up, the Thai Reds, captained by John Beresford. Can you go one step further this season?
I really do believe it, Andrew. I mean, it is unbelievable quality in this room here now, standing here. I just feel it. I can feel it inside of me. These lads are buzzing and can't wait to start. Unbelievable
quality and unbelievable prizes at stake. Here's a quick reminder. For the winners of Samsung Kickoff is a once-in-a-lifetime, all-expenses-paid trip to London to catch Chelsea in action against the team of their choice, as well as a magnificent 40-inch Bordeaux Plus LCD TV each. For our runners-up, well, they'll get one of these crystal-clear LCD screens each, and for everybody else, we've got the very latest in home theatre, digital cameras, mobile phones and MP3s, all courtesy of our very good friends at Samsung. The introductions have been made and the talking is over. The tension in the studio is quite unbelievable. It's time to play one-on-one. One-on-one is divided into three sections: great goals, connections and the grid. I've got Prav from the Catalonian nation and Pai from the Thai Reds down here in the hot zone. First up, gentlemen, no pressure at all. You need to get your teams off to a good start. I'm going to show you a great goal. 1 point if you guess the goal scorer, and 3 bonus questions to follow. Fingers on buzzers, gentlemen, and tell me, who scored this? Prav.
Now Quinn
Is the correct answer. 3 questions to follow. At which London club did Quinn begin his professional playing career?
Arsenal.
Correct. At which English stadium was Quinn the first man to score a professional goal? Have to hurry, Prav.
Stamford Bridge.
No, the answer is the Stadium of Light. Quinn famously saved a penalty against Derby County in April 1991. Which Welsh international took the spot kick? No, sorry, the answer is Dean Saunders. 1 more great goal to come. Gentlemen, fingers on buzzers. Who scored this? Prav.
Anthony Yeboah.
Is incorrect. Hi, you have as much time as you need, but I need an answer fairly soon.
Peter Enlove.
Wrong. The answer is Gary McAllister. 3 questions to follow. Earn the right to answer the second 2 on your own by answering this one correctly. Which League One club does McAllister? Prav.
Leeds United.
Is the correct answer. Which Liverpool manager described McAllister as his most inspirational signing?
Gerard Houllier.
Is the correct answer. At which major championships did McAllister captain Scotland?
Euro 96.
Is the correct answer. That concludes our section called Great Goals. Next up, it's connections as 2 more players enter the hot zone. Let's have a look at the scores. The Catalonian nation and defending champions have surged into the lead after great goals. They have 5. The Thai Reds have 0. Time now to play connections. Both players will be shown 4 well-known football personalities, and they have to work out what connects them. I have Dharma and Chet down here in the hot zone. First to buzz in, guess the correct connection, and you earn the right for 3 more bonus questions. First up, we have 4 players. Tell me what connects these people. Mark Bosnich, Abel Xavier, Jaap Stam, and Adrian Mutu. Yes, Dharma.
Ben for drug usage.
Absolutely correct. 3 more questions to follow. Which club sacked both Adrian Mutu and Mark Bosnich following positive tests for cocaine?
Chelsea.
Correct. Which club was Jaap Stam playing for when he was found guilty of using the banned steroid nandrolone?
Lazio.
Correct. In which country was Abel Xavier born?
Portugal.
Wrong. The answer is Mozambique. Time to play connections number 2. And it's not football personalities this time, it's countries. What connects these 4? Greece, Italy, Germany. Chet.
European champion.
Correct. They've all won European Championships. 3 questions to follow. Which country hosted the 2004 European Championships?
Portugal.
Correct. Who is England's leading scorer in European Championships?
Gary Lineker.
Wrong. The answer is Alan Shearer. Who is the European Championships trophy named after?
Jules Rimet.
No. The answer is Henri Delaunay. It's called the Henri Delaunay Trophy. That's the end of connections. Next up, it'll be the captains playing the grid. Let's have a look at the scores. The Catalonian nation have extended their lead over the Thai Reds after that round of connections. They have 8. The Thai Reds have 2. Time now to play the grid, behind which a well-known football personality lurks. I've got the 2 captains down here in the hot zone. Paul Macefield on my right, John Beresford on my left. It's basically fingers on buzzers. First person to identify this well-known person earns the right for 3 more bonus questions. Wait for your name to be said. Identify this well-known person. Paul.
Duncan Ferguson.
Is the correct answer. 3 questions to follow. Duncan Ferguson had 2 spells at which Merseyside club?
Everton.
Correct. Which manager signed Ferguson for Newcastle in 1998?
Walter Smith.
Wrong. The answer is Ruud Gullit. Ferguson claimed 1 major English trophy in his career. Which one?
FA Cup.
Correct. In 1995. Fingers on buzzers once again, gentlemen. It's time to play the grid part 2. Who's this? Yes, John.
Chris Kirkland.
Is the correct answer. Which Premier League club does Kirkland currently play for?
Wigan Athletic.
Correct. At which club did Kirkland begin his playing career?
Liverpool.
Wrong. The answer is Coventry City. In which competition did Kirkland make his debut for Liverpool?
The League Cup.
Wrong. The answer is the Champions League, and it was versus Galatasaray. That is the end of the grid, and indeed the end of one-on-one. Let's have a check on the scores. After one-on-one, the Catalonian nation have a 7-point lead, 11 for them, 4 for the Thai Reds. Time for a short break here on Samsung Kickoff. While the players gather their nerves, here's an opportunity for you to get involved, of course, in our very special SMS competition. The scorer of last week's great goal was, of course, the inspirational Ian Wright. And if your name is on the screen right now, congratulations, you've won the latest in MP3 technology from Samsung. If you fancy winning one of those yourself, why not enter this week's competition and tell us who scored this great goal? Was it A, Tony Adams, B, David Platt, or C, Gary Lineker? If you think you know the answer, SMS Kickoff, followed by either A, B, or C, to the numbers that you see on your screen, and you could be making a little MP3 magic of your own in the very near future. We'll announce the winner next week, but for now, we're headed for a quick break. We'll see you in 2. Welcome back to Samsung Kickoff, where this second round encounter between the defending champions and last season's runners-up is already turning into the anticipated clash of the Titans. Just 7 points between the two sides, heading into the draw. There are 10 balls to my right, 10 balls to my left. On each ball is a number, and that number refers to a specific category. Some are easy, some not quite so easy. It's going to be the Catalonian nation who have their first crack at the draw, resplendent, of course, in their white shirts, as worn by all defending champions. Let's have a look at some of the categories on offer for them. Simply Shearer is a possibility. Premier League Harrys might be a favoured choice. Own goals, shootouts are all possibilities. But which ball refers to which category? Paul Macefield, you make the choice, please. Rows 1, 2, 3 or 4.
I'll take 1 from row 3, please.
And you've chosen ball number 5, which refers to a category called Derby Day. It's all about clubs in the same city and the personalities they're from. You have 10 questions or 1 minute, whichever comes first. I will only accept answers from your captain, Paul Macefield. Can I have 60 seconds, please, on the clock? Your 1 minute starts now. Where do United and Wednesday play the Steel City Derby?
Sheffield.
Correct. Who is this?
Gordon Strachan.
Correct. Strachan manages a club that competes in which derby?
Glasgow Derby.
Correct. Which Liverpool legend has scored a record 25 goals in Merseyside derbies?
Ian Rush.
Correct. Sevilla. And which other club contest El Derby de Sevilla?
Real Betis.
Correct. Who is this?
Peter Reid.
Correct. Which Newcastle manager resigned after Reed's Sunderland beat them 2-1 in 1999?
Ruud Gullit.
Correct. Which Russian is the only player to have scored in Manchester, Merseyside and Glasgow derbies?
Andrei Konchelskis.
Correct. Which 2 MLS teams compete in the Classico of Classicos?
DC United and Galaxy. LA Galaxy.
Correct. What is the name given to the derby? Time is up. I couldn't complete your 10th question, but it was 9 out of 9, Catalonian nation. And that, of course, is worth 9 points. We move on to the first round of the draw for the Thai Reds. It's going to take some beating. Let's have a look at the categories on offer for you. It could be Wenger versus Ferguson. It could even be wingers. Pele perfection is a possibility, as is pre-war wonders. I don't imagine the Thai Reds will look forward to that one. OK, guys, where's pre-war wonders? I know you want to avoid that one.
I'm going to go for the striker, but can we have Derby days again, please?
It's unlikely, but I'll do my best. It's category number 8, and that refers to wingers. Not Wenger, wingers. Can I have 60 seconds, please, on the clock? Your minute, Thai Reds, start right now. Which team were nicknamed the Wingless Wonders at the 1966 World Cup?
England?
Correct. Take a look at your screen and tell me who this is.
Damien Duff.
Correct. Which country does Duff represent at international level?
Republic of Ireland.
Correct. Dennis Rommedahl has played club football in 2 countries outside of his native Denmark. Can you name one of them?
England.
Correct. For which Spanish club does French flyer Robert Pires currently play?
Villarreal.
Correct. Have another look at your monitor. Tell me who this is.
Keith Gillespie.
Correct. Gillespie joined Newcastle as part of the deal that took which striker
Andy
to
Cole.
Manchester United? Correct. Which current Premier League manager played over 300 games on the wing for Manchester United?
Steve Coppell.
Correct. Which Brazilian winger, nicknamed Joy of the People in his country, won the World Cup in 1958 and 1962?
Jairzinho.
Wrong. Your time is up. You are incorrect anyway. The answer is Garrincha. And at the end of your first round of the draw, Thai Reds, you scored 8 points. Time now for the Catalonian to have another bash at it. You know the categories. Pick a ball.
The nearest one to me, please, Andrew.
That will be this one here.
Thank you.
Category number 9, Legends of La Liga. All questions relating to the Spanish Primera Liga. Players and managers. Can I have 60 seconds, please, on the clock? Catalonian nation, you ready? Your minute starts now. Which former Chelsea manager has twice taken the helm at Valencia?
Claudio Ranieri.
Claudio Ranieri.
Correct. Who is this?
Fernando Morientes.
Correct. With which La Liga side did Morientes win the UEFA Champions League 3 times?
Real Madrid.
Correct. Complete the name of this famous La Liga side. Racing?
Santander.
Correct. Which current Liverpool star played over 100 games for Racing between 2002 and 2005?
Arbeloa.
No, the answer is Yossi Benayoun. Have another look at your monitor and tell me who this is.
Bebeto.
Correct. Bebeto played for 2 La Liga sides during his time in Spain. Can you name either of them?
Deportivo La Coruña.
Correct. Which La Liga club play their home games at La Romareda?
Real Zaragoza.
Correct. Which former Deportivo La Coruña striker was nicknamed the Phantom during his spell with Bayern Munich? Time is up. The answer is Roy Mackay. You scored 7 points after your second round of the draw. Thai Reds, pick a ball.
We're going to go for the top nearest to you, Andrew.
This one here,
That's the one.
category number 6. You might not love this.
Oh, no.
It's a category on the Championship, players, clubs and managers in England's 2nd tier. 1 minute, 10 questions. Questions, of course, to be answered only by John Beresford. Can I have a minute on the clock, please? Your minute starts now. Which club won the Championship in the 2006-2007 season?
Sunderland.
Correct. Who do you see on your screen?
Martin O'Neill.
Correct. O'Neill managed which current Championship team to League Cup victories in 1997?
Leicester City.
Correct. Which current Championship team links these 3 players? Rule Fox, Robert Fleck and Darren
Norwich
Huckabee?
City.
Correct. For which Championship side do former internationals Trevor Sinclair and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank currently play?
Cardiff City.
Correct. Have another look at your monitor. Tell me who this is.
Terry Butcher.
Correct. At which current Championship side did Terry Butcher begin his professional career?
Ipswich Town.
Correct. Fans of which Championship team are nicknamed the Green Army?
Plymouth Argyle.
Correct. Which current Championship side has the largest capacity stadium?
Sheffield Wednesday.
Correct. Which current Ecuadorian international made his only foray into English football? Time is up. Cannot complete the question. It was your 10th. You got the previous 9 absolutely correct. 9 points for the Thai Reds. That's the end of the draw. Let's have a look at the overall scores. A superb round for both teams, but at the end of the draw, the Catalonian nation have 27 points, the Thai Reds have 21. Once again, there is everything to play for in our final round here on Samsung Kickoff. We're back with that in just a few moments. In the meantime, here's an opportunity for you to train like a pro. Ever dreamt of training with the Premier League's finest? Well, here's your chance to train like a pro with Chelsea. For details of how to enter Samsung's exclusive Train Like a Pro competition, log on to www.espnstar.com/kickoff. Welcome back to Samsung Kickoff, where you're watching an absolutely thrilling encounter between last season's defending champions and last season's runners-up. Just 6 points between the two teams heading into the final round. It's time to play Quickfire. Quickfire consists of 3 rounds. It's 1 against 1. The first round is worth 4 points, the second worth 6, and the final round worth 10. It's all about who answers the most number of questions correctly after 1 minute. I'm joined in the hot zone by the captains who are playing for 4 points. 1 if you answer the question correctly, 1 away if you answer incorrectly, or you answer the question without hearing your name first. Fingers on buzzers, gentlemen. You're playing for 4 points. 1 minute, please, on the clock. Your minute starts now. Birmingham City lost the 2001 League Cup final on penalties. Paul.
Liverpool.
Correct. Which football club plays at the Valley? John.
Charlton Athletic.
Correct. Who was England's keeper at the 2002 World Cup? The answer is David Seaman. Too late, Paul. Which Premier League club is nicknamed the Magpies? John.
Newcastle United.
Correct. Which club won the 2007 Hong Kong First Division League? The answer is South China. In which year did Sol Campbell move from Tottenham to local rivals Arsenal? The answer is 2001. Which Spanish club are nicknamed Los Merengues? The answer is Real Madrid. Who is the only Frenchman to be named the PFA Young Player of the Year? John?
Nelka.
Too late. The answer was Nicola Anelka. Which English club did Nicola Anelka join after leaving Liverpool? The answer is Manchester City. Who is the Portuguese national team's all-time top goal scorer? The answer is Pauleta. True or false? France have won the European Championship twice.